a wall. I get knocked down, I get back up, get up and go. I stay ready for more. Go toe to toe till I level the score. Never gon' quit. Heard you seen some, but you never seen this. Bet on myself 8 times, no trick. Give me the loot. See now we going high stakes. This ain't clickbait. This a risk take. This no mistake. I was born to do it. I was born for music. I just get into it. I can't get influenced when I'm the influence.
Man, y'all know what time it is. You're listening to another edition of Going to the Body with the Urban Sports Scene. It's our Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia post-fight show. Man, I'm Wole and I'm here, my guy Ray. In a dominating performance, Ryan Garcia is now the WBC Welterweight champion, dominating Barrios pretty much every single round. Had a knockdown in the first round. As soon as it happened, like instantaneously, you know what I mean? As soon as that round started, he was already on the ground. It was crazy, man. Joining us later will be our homie, our guy Sunday from Fan Rankings. But before we talk about this actual fight, we got to knock out some logistics. Check out our website, which is www.urbansportscene.com. Subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and other podcast platforms. Just search the Urban Sports Scene. Make sure you subscribe to the Urban Sports Scene YouTube channel. If you're in our YouTube chat, we accept super chats. Super chats help us support our show. All super chats will be prioritized over all comments in the chat. Don't forget to tweet us at Urban Sports Scene. Hit us up on IG and TikTok at Urban Sports Scene, and also like our Urban Sports Scene Facebook page. You can also join our Urban Sports Scene Facebook group. Just search Urban Sports Scene, sports bloggers, sports podcasters, and sports debates. All right, Ray, I talked about it, and we're going to talk about some of these other fights on the card. But this fight particularly, man. Ryan Garcia, his performance. I want to get your thoughts before I chime in.
Best he's ever looked. If you looked at him in the weigh-in, you notice definitively that his body looked much better than it did before he fought Rolly and, of course, Devin Haney. He was a lot bigger when he fought Devin Haney, and not in a good way. Of course, he came in that fight overweight. But I said, okay, Ryan looks focused. However, I didn't know that I was going to translate his work in the gym just to get his physique back right, because he looked good against Tank years ago.
Yeah, he did.
He looked really good, but he was smaller then. This time he had a little more muscle on him, a little more muscle mass. And I didn't know that was going to translate in him boxing the best he ever has boxed. And it was a perfect storm because, of course, he needed to become a world champion. He needed a belt. And I think he shocked a lot of people. He even said in his post-fight interview, which is why I was late getting on here, that, hey, y'all thought I was just a left hook. I proved you wrong. And I'm surprised that Barrios, being trained by Joe Goosen, did not have an answer for a new look Ryan Garcia. A lot of times you got to adjust to what another boxer does. Barrios didn't do that at all. And I think Ryan Garcia knew that was to come. So that's going to change how people prepare for him. True. And he's so powerful. And I think tonight his hand speed showed that it was real. There was a lot of discussion about that video with David Benavidez and Ryan Garcia. You know, they were and people say, well, Ryan's speed isn't something that translates in the ring. That's something he might be able to do, you know, in his training, or it just looks good. But tonight he looked faster, and that right hand. I mean, he was tattooing. I want to give a shout out to Barrios though for hanging in there.
Yeah, facts. No, say that again, right? For real talk.
I want to give a shout out for that brother for showing a real chin. Like no doubt he should have been gone. If I was in his corner, I may have stopped it somewhere around the 6th or 7th round, probably even the 5th, maybe, because I thought that was a knockdown. I think the ref called a feet tangle. You know, around the 6th.
They said it was a push. I thought it was a knockdown.
Okay, so anyway, I would have stopped it somewhere around there, like 6, 7, whatever, 6, 7. 6, 6. Yeah, crazy look right there for Ryan Garcia. Shout out to him, though. He proved a lot of people wrong. And I think that he saved the night, because you said we're going to talk about other fights. Yeah. And the Gary Antoine Russell fight was interesting, to say the least. Most people thought that was going to be the most action-packed fight. But Ryan Garcia looked so good that he stole the night, which he should have anyway, because he was the main event. And he proved that he's, again, a pay-per-view star. I'll be interested to see the numbers. That's the last thing I got to say for now, Wole.
Yeah, I think the paper – I mean,
even though I don't know, we contributed to the numbers. I'm going to say that much.
I like how you did that. That was slick. I ain't gonna hold you. That was slick. For me, I mean, it was impressive, man. Like Ray said, about Ryan Garcia and like in terms of what we've seen him and his body of work as a boxer, even fighting Devin Haney, in terms of a main event stature fight. And the fight that, you know, he got the knockdown, regardless of the controversy and whatnot, you know, this was 10 times better than that fight in terms of Ryan Garcia in showing boxing skill. You know what I mean? I think Shakur said this is how Ryan looked against Devin Haney. I would push back and say this is way better than what Ryan looked against Devin Haney, because this was like Ray said, this man was using his jab. He was quick. His right hand was the intimidating punch. That's the scary thing. We already know what you have to guard with Ryan with that left hook, but his right hand was a problem. His defense was better. I mean, I think it can be a little more improved. I think when you fight higher level boxers, his defense can kind of be like, you know, you can penetrate through his defense. But I do think that Ryan showed a lot in this fight in terms of an all-around boxer. You just can't look at him as a puncher when you watch him in this fight. Does this mean he can beat some of these guys that we talk about? Probably not going to say all that, but I'm saying now he could be in that conversation of a guy that's a threat, right? You know, because a lot of times we've heard it in certain boxing circles. Folks being Ryan overrated. He ain't that good. He ain't this. He ain't that. This type of performance is like you see the whole skill set. You know what I'm saying? You see the hand speed. You see the power. You know what I mean? Now you're using multiple hands. Now you're using both hands. You're seeing the combinations. You're seeing like the jab, fighting off the jab. You're seeing him cutting the ring off. Like the dude is moving around. Like he wasn't getting tired. And like you said, bruh, like the in shape. Like I usually don't get into people looking at like they're in shape, and that's going to correlate to a good boxing performance. Good God, man, this man was in the best shape of his life. Like. In the best shape. I know you talk like the Tank, but this is better than when he fought Tank. He looked like he lean cut, like he looked bigger than Barrios. And I know Barrios was a bigger guy, but he looked bigger than Barrios.
He should have, and he's 5'9", so I'm glad he filled out like he was supposed to. Yeah. He used to cut weight drastically, and that's a problem. But let's have some fun now, Wole, because Ryan Garcia, without this performance, was already a must-see. He was already a draw. Yeah. You don't have to agree with his boxing skills, or you don't have to agree that you think he's the guy. People said he was a social media star, but now he put on a star performance, so now he's got options. You mentioned the name Gervonta Davis just now. He could call out Tank if he wanted to, because he could say, I beat Barrios, a bigger Barrios, worse than what you did. True. Come back, see me now. And it could be perfect for Tank, who has legal troubles, and it could be a big money fight. Of course, Devin Haney is always going to be a big money fight. They're both at 147. They both got belts at 147. That makes the most sense from a pure boxing standpoint. But Ryan Garcia, he got options. Shakur is an option. You said that before. Shakur now looks like it's not going to be as crazy as it was before, because Shakur right now, I don't think nobody be Shakur, to be real. We've been texting all night. However, at first I'm like, man, I said it's Adams Boxing, who they're not looking good, by the way. Adams Boxing not looking good at all. This is the second fight. This is the second big fight.
Hey man, look, dog. I ain't calling him out, dog. I ain't calling him out. I ain't doing that.
I already doing X, and it's in a fun way, fam. You know, no disrespect to them.
They know we got love.
I respect, but they put this man on upset alert, Ryan Garcia, and Ryan Garcia didn't lose a round. Didn't lose a round at all. Just like they put Shakur upset alert too against T.O.
They gotta stop doing that, man. They gotta stop doing that.
So Adams Boxing, you know, follow them on X if you want some great boxing takes. We're all wrong at times, and Adams Boxing is on a losing streak right now. So hope they can come back from it. But they're going to. Well, I'm just saying options. So we talked about Shakur, Tank, Haney. Again at 140 and 147. If I'm Ryan, though, based on what you're saying, based on the way his body looked, based on the way he boxed tonight, he filled out. I'm staying at 147, and there's nobody at 147 but Haney for real right now. It looks like, based on what we saw with Richardson Hitchins, the fact that he wasn't able to fight tonight, he's going to need to move up to 147. He just can't make 140 no more. I think his body proved that, although he may say he got sick because of whatever the case may be. But it looks like it's because he had to cut so much weight so quickly. And then Keyshawn Davis is another name that's talking about going to 147 to challenge Haney. So now all of a sudden, all these options are there. You got a big talker in Keyshawn Davis. You got the Haney Garcia beef that goes back. You got the Tank Garcia rubber match. You got Shakur, who everybody wants to fight, who looks spectacular against T.O. My man Ryan Garcia has some major options, and it's going to be up to his team. And I'm telling you this, family who's watching out there, Golden Boy, De La Hoya, Oscar De La Hoya. Sorry, y'all needed this because you're looking at Virgil Ortiz trying to take the Canelo route out, and who knows? It could be a situation where Virgil Ortiz is able to get out of that contract. The zone wants to do a deal with Golden Boy, but it's all contingent on what happens with Virgil Ortiz and that whole litigation. I'm just saying, Ryan Garcia now, I know he doesn't want to stay with Golden Boy long term, but he just helped Golden Boy in a major way.
I think
he has so many options. And now you got Turk and you got others who are going to say, you know what, we need Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is about to get paid, and I'm wondering what his team is going to come up with. Like I said, I don't know. This is the fun part for me.
Yeah, I just think that for him, like you said, the world is open right now to him. It really is. The world is open for Ryan Garcia. And I do like, sometimes you got to go back to something that's something has given you success. You know what I mean? He's tried the route of getting the well-known trainer, the well-known this, that, and the other. He kind of went back to his roots, going back with his pops. His pops was great in the corner for him. Like, you can hear what he was telling him to do. He was great. Stay in the middle. Don't use your jab. Like, your left is open. Don't stay with the right. You know what I mean? Like, his pops was good in the corner. He even used some of the stuff that, listening to the commentators, which I did, which I hated, to be honest with you. But they did state something that was pretty factual. Like, he was even doing the half hook that Oscar did. So you could tell that Oscar was in the gym with them. Granted, like you said, like Golden Boy having issues, but you could tell like it was like vintage Ryan. What I mean by that, before he went a certain way, right? Mentally and this, that, and the other. It was more like getting grounded and getting back to basics. Like you said, Ray, when we were texting, Ryan looked focused. It was a focused Ryan. It was a Ryan that was about, hey, this is everything for me. You know what I mean? Like, if I lose this, it is over. You know what I mean? In terms of where I need to be. You saw he really cared. From all them other fights that we seen here, even against Devin Haney, against Tank, and he said the right things, but the actions didn't speak out, right? This fight had actions and everything that you saw in terms of the people in his camp, in terms of his look, his in-ring ability. It was all, you could tell he was a desperate man saying, you know what, no more playing. I got to show the world that I'm here. Like, I'm one of the guys to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, I am still a draw. I need to tap into my potential. Regardless of what you think of Ryan Garcia as a boxer, you can't deny that he's super talented. So he has, like, him tapping into his potential, like, regardless of where you want to rank him throughout boxing and the welterweight division or whatnot. We all got our opinions about Ryan Garcia in terms of where he lines up in the box in terms of the welterweight division and whatnot. But in terms of being a talented boxer, you can't deny that. I mean, he has the skill set, the physical skill set to be a good boxer, to be a top level boxer. And today he's showing glimpses of that, like total glimpses of that, because he was so focused. What he did to Barrios, like to shut him out, for Ryan Garcia to shut a boxer out. Like, he could knock a dude out, fine. That's perfectly fine. But to dominate each round, we've never seen that from Ryan Garcia.
Nah, not at all. And one of the biggest questions coming into the fight was, would his power translate to 147? He answered that tonight clearly. Even though Barrios, I'm not the highest on him, as we talked about after the Pacquiao fight. We gave him respect for, closing the distance, I guess, with Pacquiao, and actually, and again, he's fighting an older dude. But I'm just saying, still, he stepped in there. I will say Barrios doesn't duck wreck. And like I said, he showed he has a chin. But to get back to Ryan Garcia, if I'm being real too, from a mental health standpoint and from a focus standpoint, this is going to make his star power grow. And that's where, if I'm his team, I also step in and say, all right, let's get back to the gym. Let's not hang out with all these females. Let's keep your circle small, because if you give in to all this fanboy stuff, then you can start to make stupid decisions. One decision also that could be dumb is trying to plan a Jake Paul mega fight. He's hinted at that too. And I get it. At this point, with what he did tonight, and people want to see Jake Paul get knocked out again, because at that point, that's what people are going to see. I want to see Jake Paul get knocked out. I hate Jake Paul. He's not good for boxing. He got knocked out. It was great. Let's see Ryan do the same thing. And somebody saying, hey, Ryan, I'll give you $100K to $150K to knock this dude out. Ryan probably say, yeah, and then that's going to be horrible. So I hope his team keeps him close, keeps his mental right, and picks, like I said, you can't go wrong. I don't think Tank from a legal standpoint, because he's facing charges in Maryland and in Florida. He's not going to be able to fight. So it's going to come down to Haney and Shakur most likely as his next opponent. That's what it's going to come down to. Now, if his team is saying, you know what, we can build on this, because Oscar is a weird dude, man. I don't know how long Ryan is still in the Golden Boy contract, but Ryan may have to take a quote unquote tune up. Not somebody I'm saying who's like horrible, but somebody who maybe is a notable name at 47. And then the build up for that fight will be crazy with whoever is next. But if I'm him, man, probably Haney or Shakur would be the good move. Shakur going to 147, though, he would probably try to have some type of clause. And I think after the way Garcia lost to Tank, he's not doing no more. Yeah. He's not doing no more rehydration stuff. So it's looking like Haney's probably going to be the one.
Haney. I think it'll be Haney.
I'm waiting for Haney's foul. Rolly
rematch.
I don't want to see that. But maybe he could get it back, because Rolly can't box for real.
Yeah. Maybe he feel like he want to get that get back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see him fighting Rolly on a rematch. But truth be told, the money is fighting Haney. I mean, I think that's what it is, though. Like, if I had to choose anything, the money is definitely Haney. Hey, Boxing Source is in the building. What's going on, Boxing Source? Man, I was at the Davis card. He was at the Davis card. Okay.
Yeah, what's up, man? You need to let me know what happened. I've been looking for updates. Greg Outlaw, the blueprint. Like, I couldn't make it because of scheduling purposes with my son and all. But hey, let us know what happened there too, Boxing Source, bro. But Ryan Garcia looked the best he's ever looked tonight. Yeah. He was in the best shape probably of his career. And I mean, you'll hear that time and time again. And now we're just talking about the plethora of options at his disposal. And it's interesting because, you know, Chris Glenn lost. Wow. Tough.
Outlaw won. Okay, Outlaw's though. Damn. That's tough. Man, that's tough, man. Sorry to hear that.
But we're talking in a way about DMV fighters, and Wole, we talked about Shakur possibly fighting a Lamont Roach. This puts Lamont Roach in a tough position now, because now Ryan Garcia is making noise with potential opponents that he had in mind. So that puts him back at the drawing board as well. If Ryan Garcia lays an egg tonight and Barrios wins, then Ryan Garcia is going into commentary probably.
Yeah, exactly.
I just think it's looking like Haney or Shakur. Like I said,
if I'm him, it ain't even
Haney.
It's Haney. It's just Haney.
Yeah, it's Haney.
Because I think it's something that both parties want. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody talking about Ryan like he cheated, right?
Yeah.
And Haney, that image is everlasting for other folks. Some folks don't accept that cheating stuff. They're like, dog, you got your butt whipped. So it's like both parties want the fight.
Yeah, I haven't seen Bill Haney comment at all. I'm looking for it just to see if he said anything. And I'm even looking at his stories. He ain't said a word.
Shakur definitely wants it, though. Shakur definitely wants to fight, obviously. Like, that's the fight Shakur wants.
I still think Shakur can beat him, though. You know, even as good as he looks tonight, I think Shakur's. There's no thing. Shakur's just.
I didn't want to go there. I'm trying to get
he's on another level.
Yeah. I don't want to even talk about Ryan talking about Shakur.
Yep. See,
that should not even be in his atmosphere. I'm serious. It shouldn't be in his atmosphere. Exactly.
Same thing I said too. I'll give Ryan credit for proving a lot of us wrong, that he's actually a lot more talented with the right hand, with the plethora of punches he put together tonight. The jab was on point. I mean, he didn't lose a round tonight.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why you got to give him his flowers. Like you said, like Tank fought Barrios, and like, he didn't do this. Like, what Barrios did today, what Ryan did today, tonight, excuse me, was we didn't expect that from Ryan. Let me be real. Like, I expect a shutout from a Shakur. You know what I mean? I expect Ryan to be like, all right, 4 rounds. Barrios, got him a little bit, but to dominate, nah, bro. You can't tell. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking around. I want to see one thing that you mentioned that I didn't even think about, even though I should have. But you just mentioned the failed drug test. I'm trying to go see if people still holding it against them tonight.
They are. I mean, tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at now.
They talk tonight. I don't know, but
I'm looking now after this win, because when haters hate, they're gonna go back to he probably cheated or he's still a drug cheat. I don't care.
probably.
You know what I'm saying? So
they're
let me
gonna try.
see.
Everybody gonna try.
But you know what? With Canelo, he had a similar situation.
Everybody forgot that. Yeah.
Although he said it was Mexican meat. Pause. But anyway, people let that go because he was starting. I think Ryan Garcia might have the same grace maybe from boxing fans. We'll see.
We'll see. But shout out to Ryan Garcia, man. That was an impressive performance. But we had a DMV show. We had a DMV individual on the card.
Oh, yeah.
You want to say something? Real quick?
No, not really. I was just saying, Boxing Source. You didn't see Twan's fight, man. And we about to talk about that. So interesting stuff. We like Twan just as much as you, bro.
Yeah. So WBA Junior Welterweight champion Gary Antoine Russell retained his belt with a unanimous decision victory over Hiroko? Yeah, Hiroko. So it's Andy Hiroko. Yeah, Hiroko. That's it. That fight was like Ray. We and Ray were texting. I think it was closer than what like the judges had it, but I didn't think like it was a draw or anything like that. Personally, like I thought Twan won a lot of those rounds. Won like 7-5. I had a 7-5 with the. I had a 7-5 with the. And then you add on the low blow. So that's how I scored it. 7-5. And you can add, so you basically got a 10-8 round in there. So you can do the points. I'm not doing the points, but in there. But I was sick and tired of like the commentators. But I think in the beginning of the fight, Twan was up. Like he was up. Like in the beginning of the fight, he was winning. He was taking in all those rounds. Later rounds is where old boy got hot. You know what I'm saying? And he did a lot of good work on the inside. Like I like the uppercuts to the body. He did a lot of good work to the body. And I felt like, to me personally, as a guy, I like Twan. Twan is one of my favorite ones out there. Twan at times tends to like get out of like tend to get out to that brawling style rather than going back to like the basics of like playing off the jab and doing damage. But it wasn't. I don't think obviously it wasn't the best performance from Twan. But I do think that like these type of fights when you're not fighting at your best and you're able to pull it out, it does show character. But this fight was definitely like a fight where I think the same issue I had when Twan fought Puello. Like it's the same thing. Like you kind of tend to get out of like this boxing and kind of laying traps and being a little erratic, because I felt like Hiroko like you had the opportunities to kind of get him out of there, and Twan was a little bit too helter-skelter trying to get the knockout rather than setting him up. He had set him up, I think he would have been out of there, because Twan had missed him a few times off basically trying to hit that like one-hitter quitter. If he just took his time and let the knockout come, I think he would have had him out of there, because dude was open. And it's not like dude didn't feel Twan's power, because when Twan did graze him or semi-connected, he stumbled him a couple of times. So it's just Twan had to like literally, to me, if he just took his time and execute and let the fight come to him, he encountered, because dude was going to come eventually, Twan would have had him out of there.
Yeah, Hiroko started out with no offense, hardly at all. And Twan was walking him down, dictating the pace. It's not a shock considering the fact that this dude just got into the country how many hours ago? You know what I'm saying? Like that may have affected him. But shout out to Twan for taking the fight, because many people wouldn't fight him. But I want to shout out Light Skin Lou. He called me. He was like, you know what? If it wasn't for the point deduction, I think it would have been a draw. It was a good test for Gary Antoine Russell, who I just feel like he's
on whose card? On a personal card, so all the cards
on his personal card.
On his personal card.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, got you.
Yeah, on his personal card.
Right.
No, I don't listen to those judges. That was crazy. 117, 110 was crazy.
Mm-hmm. That was absolutely 115. Like this is
115, 113, or 115, 112.
So he has 115, 112.
That's normal.
Basic. But though his card is like 115, 112, but that's without the point. With the point is 116.
That's with the point. That's with the point. Oh, okay.
No, it's without the point.
Oh, okay.
So it's probably one, or is it? Is that with the point boxing source, or is that with the point deducted? I'm asking you. I'm not sure. Is that the count?
I think that's with the point deduction.
All right, but that's a respectable point. That's a respectable one for me too. But go ahead, Ray. I'm sorry to cut you off.
I was kind of surprised though, because I never thought that Twan was in any trouble against Puello, to be honest. I think Puello was just a great counterpuncher. He was slick, and he used his height and his length. In this case, Tuan was the smaller man. In this case, Tuan was the smaller man again, but he got caught to the body, man, to where he had to clinch. And I was like, okay, he kind of hurt Tuan. It's the hurt business. I've never seen Antoine in any type of trouble like that. And I know a lot of people criticize the Russells. They don't fight enough. And I kind of texted you that, Wole. I think that's kind of valid right now, and this wasn't his fault that the fight got canceled because of Tank and Jake Paul and all that. Yeah. But I think if anything, I think Tuan needs to be pushing to get back in the ring sooner rather than later, because if he wants to unify with Hitchins now being in the air, the Shakur fight, Shakur has so many options now. Again, we talked about Ryan being a big money option, just like Ben was. I think Tuan needs to really evaluate with his team. It shows he doesn't have to stay under Al Heyman. He can fight now and get it, and he can be part of a Turk card. He can be part of the zone card, clearly. So we don't have to worry about that. So what's next for him is going to be interesting, because I thought it was a super close fight. And I think that Tuan, who started out his career in such dominating fashion, now showing that there's some competition out there. There's nothing wrong with that, because just like he leveled up against Rayo, and we saw Ryan level up tonight, I believe Tuan is talented enough to do the same thing. But I wasn't shocked it was close fight. I kept telling you, I was like, let's see if he gets past this dude first before we start talking about what's next. And it was a good fight. And I think, again, if let's say they would have run it back, right?
Tuan fries him.
If they're running back, I think Tuan learns from this performance. But Tuan wants Puello because that's his only blemish, and I think that's where he goes next, to be real. So let's see if this helps him prepare for, again, a taller man who outpointed him last time in a close fight. And again, I was okay with it, although I thought Tuan edged that one out. This one, I still thought Tuan edged it out. It's just I didn't like the way the judges scored it. And I think, again, for the career and the reputation of the family, I think he needs to be back in the ring sooner rather than later. And it's probably going to be Puello. But Puello doesn't have a belt anymore, right?
No. He lost to what's his name?
But you got Dalton Smith. That's a big money fight. He called Dalton Smith out. So I don't know. Did he earn that tonight? Will he get that? But it makes sense because he's a belt holder. But Shakur's a belt holder too. It's going to be dope.
Shakur, I mean, it depends on how you look at it. Like, Shakur agrees with the judges. Don't know if that's for any particular reason, but he agrees with the judge. He was like, at the end, Shakur was like, I don't know what y'all was watching. he was like, I don't know what y'all was watching. I was like, y'all doing it. He was talking about the commentators. Y'all calling this fight. I was confirmed. I thought Antoine had this thing handed easily. So it depends on how you look at it. I don't think it was Twan's best performance at all. Like, I have it with Boxing Source, like when he like 115, 112. I just think the fight was closer than it needed to be. So I guess to your point, Ray, the fight was closer than it needed to be. But again, that's just a trait to me that Tuan has, where, and I've said this before, it's the same thing with Puello. It's the same exact situation where you're going into a situation wild. The fight prior to this fight, and who was that? Who he fight prior to this fight? Was it
Ryan?
Huh?
Who? Tuan? He fought, Valenzuela, right?
Valenzuela, yeah. So prior, like, that was a good game plan. He fought off his jab. He was patient. He waited for him to come. Like, this dude was eventually going to be he was going to be
Sunday.
He was Sunday. Okay, he was going to be aggressive. Like, so there's no need. He can counter. He was able to counter, but he was trying to press the fight too much. The punches were open if he countered. You know what I mean? He was leaving himself open. The punches were open when he countered. Oh, we got my guy Sunday from Fan Ranking in the building. Let's put him in. Let's put him in. What's going on, Sunday? What it do?
Yo, what's up? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You sound great, my guy. You sound great. Sunday, I might want to ask you about the Ryan Garcia beatdown of Barrios, bro. Like, did you think that was going to happen?
No. Quick answer, no. Coming in, I had it 50-50. Leaning towards Garcia. And the only reason why I had it 50-50 because it was nothing to do with inside the ring. It had a lot to do with outside the ring. I didn't know what type of Ryan Garcia to expect coming in. Barrios, I was going to expect the same Barrios. he just fought a 90-year-old Manny Pacquiao, and
That's
he draws him. So, I'm like, okay. It was all on Ryan. Really, it was all on Ryan. And she showed out. The speed difference was crazy.
It was.
Yeah, the overhand rights was crazy. The rights he was giving him was crazy. Like Barrios looked stationary.
Yes.
Like it was for a championship fight like that. And for him to, when I say Barrios to just put on a performance like that, it was on his end. It's like, man, but on Ryan though, like he was amazing tonight. Like I give him credit. I am not a fan of Ryan.
I can tell.
Not a fan of his at all, but I gotta give him the credit. Definitely, like he put on a show, in a championship match like that. He put on the show.
Okay, Mr. Fan Ranking. So where are you going to rank this man in the welterweight division now?
There you go. That's the question.
The welterweight division is Haney and nobody else, and maybe Brian Norman, but now you got Ryan Garcia out here cooking.
Yeah, he 2 or 3 right now, just off the bat. He 2 or 3 right now.
Okay.
That performance was amazing. I can't knock him off. I can't knock
What
him
impressed you the most about his performance?
The speed.
Yeah, he was fast. Yeah.
It didn't look like Mario belonged in that ring, and that's sad because he was the champion. Yeah, definitely the speed.
Yeah, speed. Yeah, so I'm with you. I think that that's what got me. Like the speed was.
Yeah.
I ain't know. Like it's crazy. Like what we saw. I'm still surprised because like that type of Ryan Garcia using both hands, speed, fighting off the jab, not just looking for the left, not fighting off the jab to look to set up the left. It was just using the jab to set up combinations and using the jab to set up the right. It's wild to me. It's wild. It's wild for because Ray and I Ray's talking about like he's surprised like the trainer didn't prepare him, and I'm like all trainers prepare the same way for Ryan. Like he don't got no right.
He ain't got no right. That's what everybody was saying. Yeah, he got no right.
Yeah.
And he shoot off that overhand. It was like Mario was shocked. Like
seriously,
he was shocked when he.
That's how that. No one expects that. Like you're like you don't got no right. So and even Shakur said after the fight, he was like, yeah, that surprised me that he was using his right. You know what I mean? Like so, it's now like, but when you see that, like then you see what everybody gets excited for Ryan Garcia. You see that though, like you see why certain people are like, dang, Ryan Garcia can beat this person, can beat that person. I'll be like, pump your brakes though, because there's levels to this. Like there's certain folks he cannot beat. I don't care how good he looks. You know what I mean? Like because
but it'll be a show though. If this Ryan comes in, it'll definitely be a show.
Definitely be a show. So we were talking about before you came in. We were talking about Antoine Russell's performance. What were your thoughts on the fight? Do you feel like he lost the fight? Do you feel like it was closer? It was closer than what the card should have had it. What was your thought of the fight?
I felt like it was close. I felt like he was winning. He ate a lot of body shots in the middle of the in the middle of the match. That's when I started getting worried. It was round after round. He was eating those. That's when I thought he was gonna slow down. I mean, props to him. Yeah, he still kept it going. I thought he was definitely gonna slow down. I thought that low blow was gonna slow him down. Yeah, well, because that
was a wild one. That was a wild one.
I mean, only going like he was eating some body shots, and if it was that same power that hit him low like that, like I don't know. But he definitely recovered. So he definitely recovered and came back. So I thought he won the fight.
You thought he won the fight though? Okay. Yeah, okay. So did you think it was like? So you didn't think it was like a draw? You thought he definitely won the fight?
I didn't think it was a draw. I thought he won. I thought it was a close fight, and I thought he won it. Yeah, no.
How many rounds do you think for you, like without like a guesstimation? Like how many rounds did you think he won?
It was close. I say 6.
6? Okay.
Yeah.
Plus the point off. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Got you. What we got, my man? Boxing source says, where was this Ryan Garcia against Rolly? We don't know, bro. We don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. We don't know because this Ryan dog walks Rolly. I'm sorry, like that I do know. Rolly, yes, I know.
What time is it? 1:47. All right,
Yeah.
He's gonna be rated R a little bit. He's probably smoking that, snorting on that stuff. I don't know. He's having too much fun. He was partying too much. He was on that stuff.
Who Ryan? Yeah, that day.
Yeah, Ryan. Yeah.
Well, Ryan went from one extreme to the next against Haney. He was overweight. He didn't have any muscle tone, and then he was like looks weight drained and still no muscle tone against Rolly. And then tonight he just looked ripped and he looked focused. It was like he looked much better. You could tell substance use is real, and so is mental health for Ryan Garcia. Yeah. And I'm hoping that he's able to maintain both because I could see him partying and then
after losing control. After this type of win. That's fact. That's a fact. But back to Twan. So what do you feel like Ray talked about what he thinks could be next for Twan? What do you feel like should be next for Twan? Should he be trying to take take more of a tune-up fight? Because of the situations that things are going on in terms of some of the potential guys having issues and whatnot, and then that fight may not happen, or maybe waiting out for the big fight.
I think waiting out for the big fight.
Okay.
I gotta see who would be. I gotta see who would be good for him right now.
Dalton Smith.
Dalton Smith.
Probably Dalton Smith. I think, but everybody wants Dalton Smith because they feel like everybody feel like Dalton Smith is the one. Everybody feels like that. And we'll see if that plays out though. But in terms of Twan, it was a tough fight for him. But again, I feel like it was tough because he made it difficult on himself. I just feel like if he stuck to a game plan, because Gary was telling him stuff and Gary was telling him the same thing, telling him to you got to box, wait, be patient. Don't go there diving into punches and whatnot. Dalton has to fight Puello next. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. So where does that leave Antoine then?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
There you go, Sunday. That's why you here. That's why we brought the expert in at nearly 2 a.m.
Dang, you ain't lying.
Man.
You ain't lying.
He got coffee. My man got coffee.
I'm here. I told you I'm here.
That's my man. Like a true Nigerian, always prepared. Always prepared, dog. Always working.
What type of creamer you got in it? That's gonna be the funny part.
Equal? It's equal? You got equal? You got
no. I'm in the tea club, yo. I don't.
Oh, your tea? Okay. Tea. Okay.
Oh, we totally wrong today.
Yeah, we wrong. We wrong. Like see, Ray stereotyping.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm loopy, man. It's been a long day for me, bro.
Hey, Ray, tell me you tired, man. I told you, man. Just give me the word, all right?
Yeah, I got a few more minutes. I got a show in the morning, so I'm meeting literally in a few hours. So
okay. So Sunday, what was your favorite fight in the card?
So I only got to watch that top three.
The top three. So you saw the Martin, you like Martin. That's the basic.
Perfect.
Martin. I was definitely worried about Martin at the end. He was scaring me a bit. I was definitely for him. But it would be the main event. I did enjoy Garcia's fight so much. Yeah. I was definitely shocked. All right. Did y'all talk about who he got next?
Garcia?
Yeah.
Who we think's gonna fight next?
Yeah, we kind of discussed it.
Yeah, we kind of, but we could dive in it with you. So like I think he should go for Haney. He should get Haney next. I think it's got so much storyline, drama. The story writes itself more than anything. Like I like Shakur. I would love for Shakur to get a W over Garcia and elevate his name even more as a guy who likes Shakur. But I just think like this, when we talk about boxing, like the story, building the purse, the gate, everybody knows like the Haney story with Garcia. You got the Garcia detractors, you got the Haney detractors. People like Haney being so pressed to scrub out the blemish, right? There's just so much involved in it that it writes itself. Like you don't have to do that much work to promote the fight. It's pretty much there. There's going to be hatred there. There's a lot to really go off of. So I think that's the best fight money-wise. Like money-wise, I think money-wise, barring like other than Tank, and that's other than like a tank fight, which ain't gonna happen. That's the fight to me. That's the fight to make.
Okay. I think his next fight is the drug test. That's his next fight.
The drug test. Dang, man. Dang. You don't like Ryan.
Yeah, some people mentioned that tonight. They said he hasn't looked this good since Haney, so maybe we need to re-explore if he's using it. And man, I promise you, if you'd have popped dirty this time, that'll be the end.
That's wild. But I feel like that'd be too much. I feel like that's too risky. I think it's too risky.
You can feel I don't like him like that, but I don't want him to pop either. It's because if he does, I mean, his next fight is his next exhibition against Jake Paul or something.
Boy. See, I mentioned that too.
Yeah, Ray did mention that. Yeah, Ray did mention that.
If he pops again, like I hope not. I mean, I don't want to see this talent get wasted. But I mean, no jokes. Like all jokes aside, like his next fight, like you said, it has to be Devin Haney. He
got to be Devin Haney, dog.
Yeah, he was on something or off something. I mean, definitely was on something that got popped. But regardless, he did beat him. He feels like he beat him.
Yep.
He might be in his mind, and probably in his father's mind, it's the easier fight. It's the big money fight. To me, it's not easy, but he beat him. I mean, to him, he beat him. So it's like, that's the money. That's the money fight. That's the easy fight. I think that's an easier fight than Shakur. So like you said, the story just writes itself.
It writes itself, man.
Yeah,
and I think it's and to your point, I think it's the easier fight compared to Shakur. If I'm Garcia, like if I'm looking for a fight to make money, I could probably make more money fighting Haney because of our story than fighting Shakur. And it's winnable. Like for me, I think it's winnable. Like I feel like regardless of which, like he was open on them on them lefts. Mm-hmm. He was open. Like he put himself out there. It wasn't like he punched through the shield. He was open. So those punches were going to happen one way or the other. You know what I mean? They were going to be there. Now, does he go down? You can make it whatever. I think he will go down. I think he would still go down. But that was that was a bad game plan for Devin Haney, just in general, like in that fight. That was a bad game plan. You knew what Ryan was going to do, go left. And you didn't protect yourself from his left hand at all. So if I'm Ryan, I'm like, and their record, their history, like sparring and fighting each other, like in amateurs or whatever. If I'm Ryan, I'm like, I'm very comfortable fighting Devin Haney. I would rather fight Devin Haney than the Shakur.
Yeah,
it's not to say that he gonna beat Devin Haney, but I know that there is a belief system in him saying that I can beat Devin Haney, rather than Shakur is like, I don't know, because I haven't touched him. I haven't seen what he can do. I know I've been in the ring with Devin Haney. I've been in the ring with Devin Haney a number of times, and I feel quite comfortable in the ring with him. Yeah,
and Devin Haney looked great in his last fight.
He did though. Devin did.
He looked amazing in his last fight.
He did. So if I'm Ryan, I'm not talking Shakur. I'm not putting that in. I'm not putting that out there.
I did not watch that in-ring post-fight interview. Did he mention Shakur? Did he mention what he wants next?
I ain't hear it.
Did Conor Ben run in the ring? Did something happen?
No. Conor Ben didn't run in the ring. I believe I see. That's what I was trying to watch. Wole rushed me off of it.
I did rush him off. It's too late to be waiting forever.
I don't remember. It's true. It's so true. That's so true. I'm sorry. He started out by like, of course he thanked God and all, and then he was just talking about how people doubted him, and he gave his dad the belt, but I didn't hear who he called out. I didn't get that part. I didn't get that far. So yeah.
I mean, Shakur's there. Shakur is angling for it, so he wants it. Shakur wants to fight because Shakur ain't stupid.
Shakur is going to want a rehydration clause, though, I bet, and I don't think after the whole Tank Davis fiasco, I don't think Ryan Garcia. Yeah, well, that's what he said. That's the only way he would fight Ben. He said Ben had a rehydration clause. Ben said no, and he's like, "Wait a minute, you just did this to Eubank. Now you did not, So
Boxer said he did. He called him out.
Oh, he called out Shakur.
Called him out.
Yeah, that's right. You did say that earlier. I forgot. He did say that earlier when he first came on.
He can call him out. It don't matter. You can call him out.
Well,
Conor Ben called out. Look, Conor Ben.
They'll make a ton of money, and Shakur will continue just to grow as a legend.
Conor Ben went in the ring and act like he wanted to fight Shakur, and now he's fighting somebody else. You can do all you want. You can do all the call outs, anything you want. It's when you talk to your manager and they're like, all right, you can make this or you can make that.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens after that. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. But you know, Shakur, look, man, Shakur's in a different situation right now. Shakur was getting so many flowers in this fight. I mean, on this card, it was crazy. Like he ain't had to do nothing. He was just chilling, doing his commentary work. You had Gary Antoine basically saying right now he's the third pound for pound best. I gotta take a process before I even get to Shakur. You know what I'm saying? So basically, he was getting his flowers from everybody. And you got you got Ryan calling him out. So like Shakur. I felt like it was a Shakur. It was like a Shakur show on this card. I ain't gonna hold you. It was like they basically showcasing Shakur. Like Shakur, you want to do commentating? Shakur, you want to do commentating? Shakur, what's your thoughts? Who you thought won the fight? Shakur. Then you had freaking people in the ring asking about Shakur. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the boxers giving him flowers, and then you got Ryan calling him out. I'm like, damn.
It's amazing what a great performance does, yo.
It does, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. It's crazy.
They was calling him Mr. Sleepy and all that other stuff, whatever it was called. Yeah. It was just like now he's like
now he's everywhere.
Yeah, he's everywhere now. Like, yeah.
Hey, did you get a chance to listen to the commentators or where you were at? Like, listen to could you hear them?
Not till the main event.
Oh, like, good for you. Good for you.
I didn't hear. I didn't hear anything.
They were trash, man. They good for you.
He said showcasing for being too.
For what? I'm telling you, man. Yeah, they were showcasing him. He was everywhere. I'm telling you, Shakur was everywhere tonight.
Nah, Shakur. I think to be honest with you, it's the way he dominated T.O. It's not just the fact that he beat T.O. He dominated.
It's the way he dominated T.O.
And T.O. is somebody who's viewed as a star in the sport, very skilled. So, and he made him look like he was on a lower level. I mean, he was.
Yes, that's what it is. That's the thing. It's not beat, like to your point, Ray. It's not beating T.O. It's the way you beat T.O. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that most boxers will beat T.O. that way. Nope. Your favorite boxer probably doesn't beat T.O. that way. But yeah.
And the thing is, like when Spence lost to
God,
but it was in dominating fashion, but it was still questions about the car accident. It just happened too late. In this case, both fighters were in their prime. T.O. didn't have any pre-existing issues that would have made people think that, I understand why he didn't fight well against Shakur. Shakur just made him look like, again, a lower level boxer. That's what it was, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But yeah, Shakur it has a ton of options. And Ryan is a great one because he wants to make the biggest bag against the biggest names, and that's why he fought T.O. So, like I said, it puts our guy Lamont Roach in a bad spot because he wanted to fight Shakur potentially, and now it's like, nah, I'm sorry, but I got to go get another big bag against a dude like Ryan in the summertime too. And if Vegas, LA, you can't go wrong even with the location. I think maybe even bringing Ryan to New York might be a good look. So
Ryan to New York would be a great look. What do you think? Because you mentioned Lamont, like what is next for Lamont? Then, like you're saying, since all these names are starting to,
that's a good question. Man. He may have to drop back down to 35. See if you can get Oshaki to meet you. Oshaki's even been calling out Shakur, by the way. Shakur, everybody wants him at this point, which is wild. Now, one thing that I know Antoine won't like to hear this, but Antoine said he didn't want to fight Lamont because Lamont's not at his weight class. But Lamont just fought at 140 against Pitbull. That's a fight at home. I was thinking
about that fight.
But I just don't really feel like Twan will go for that. So yeah, I mean, Lamont is in an interesting position. But he said he's moving on from Pitbull, who doesn't want the rematch. You got Stephen Fulton, who's saying he might fight again at 130. He's not staying at 35, so that's not an option. I don't know. I really don't know. I mentioned some names last time when we were on. Some guys that like Kenneth Sims, but nobody wants to see him fight Lamont.
No, I want to say that.
I don't know, bro. That's a hard one.
Boxers Lamont won Shakur, Oshaki won Shakur, but neither was
right.
Yeah, 140, 127. I mean, I I think if I'm Twan, I don't know like if he wants it or not. Can't be. I'm not even in those like circles to talk to even know. But like if I was him, I would definitely take I would go for that type because I'm like with you, like even for Lamont too. Like some of these dudes are fighting, they're fighting others. They're looking at another route. Why not fight somebody else with some clout? You know what I mean? There's belts. Why not fight somebody with some clout and go at it? Especially you can build it in the DMV. Like you can make a lot of money. To your point, you can make a lot of money in the area, and it would work for you either which way. Whoever wins that fight, it works out.
Floyd Schofield is the one I forgot. That could happen. That's the one that could happen for Lamont. Even though his father, they do a lot of talking, but they don't do a lot of matchmaking. My goodness, I'm tired of one thing I'm tired of in 2026 is boxing interviews. It's draining.
Sorry, dog. That's been the game for a minute. It sucks, dog. It's the game. The game is the game. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Sunday, what do you got? What you got, Sunday?
The guy that lost to Abdullah.
Abdullah Mason, the guy who lost to Abdullah Mason.
That Murtula?
Oh, Sam. I think it was Sam Noakes or something. Noakes. Yeah, Sam. Maybe him or something.
Yeah, Sam Sam Noakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, it's nothing. There's
nothing really. Nothing I'm saying like
no sizzle. It's no sizzle.
There's no sizzle like Sam Noakes. Yeah. I don't think.
Yeah. Sam Noakes.
Yeah. I don't think. Again, I don't think. Like I wouldn't fight if I'm Lamont. I ain't fighting nobody that without no name substance. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I fought. If I'm him, I fought Tank. I fought Pitbull. These are notable names in the division.
Andy Cruz.
Huh?
Cruz.
I mean, I would do. Truth be told, I'd rather at this point in time.
Just coming off a loss won't be a good fight either. And Keyshawn talking about going to 147. I don't know.
If I could do it, I mean, Pitbull wasn't going to be scared. I know it's more Pitbull being scared. I would get the rematch with Pitbull. Like I feel like that's a good look.
Yeah, if he would do it, that's the thing.
Yeah, Pitbull would do it. I think. Yeah, yeah, I know exactly. If Pitbull was willing to do it, I would definitely target that. Like that would be something. I think if Lamont doesn't love talking, saying like you got lucky and kept talking, I feel like he can kind of motivate Pitbull to take a rematch. I feel
Lamont could fight T.O. for real.
He fight T.O. That is one.
And that's it's East Coast fight. It could happen between
T.O.'s better
Philly,
going
New York
down.
or DC.
I think T.O.'s better going. Yeah, I can. At what weight?
40.
40? Yeah, I can definitely see that. If I'm Lamont, I'll try to get to you. I would definitely.
I mean, because Floyd Schofield is technically a name. He's a good fighter, but at the same time,
it don't work.
It won't be like T.O. It won't be a build-up. Now T.O. got paid. Who knows if T.O. is going to be ready to step back in the ring? Lamont's talking about getting back in the ring.
T.O. talking about going up though.
Late spring.
You ain't hear this? T.O. talking about going up with his pop.
47.
Yeah. I don't think he going up.
Well,
they just reminded me. T.O.'s going up. He tried to be another division. Yeah, T.O.'s going up.
I am not sure at this point, bro.
Andy Cruz will be fighting Albert Bell. Okay.
It's crazy. What about Frank Martin? Frank Martin just lost. Well, he had a draw tonight. He got beat up though. So
yeah, that's from Philly. From Philly, yeah.
Albright. That's another name Lamont could look at. Albright. He's fought some respectable fights. He gave Keyshawn a good fight, beat his brother, and now some thought he won tonight.
Yeah, he's gonna get a rematch. They talking about getting a rematch, doing a rematch. But that's early though. They talked about it after the fight. Let's do a rematch. But again, that was after the fight. Exactly. That was after the fight. That's different. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard. It's hard out. It's gonna be hard out there for Lamont, like to get the fight that he deserves. Like, that's what I mean. Like, he's not at a point now he should be fighting somebody just to fight somebody. He's done that already. He's at a point now where he should be getting like for real, like a T.O. would be really good. Like he shouldn't be going because that's not going to do nothing for his brand. Yeah. It's not going to do nothing for his brand. Be real for you. All he can do if something bad happens is ruin it. Like he's already at a point where he can just he can continue building his brand. He needs to just get the bigger fight. Shoot, if I was him, I'd try to fight Rolly. To be real with you, I think that'd be a good little. Let me beat Rolly. Give me a belt. I'm being real. Beat Rolly. Give me a belt.
Yeah, I think Lamont would definitely do it, but I think he wants to challenge himself, which is why he wanted Shakur, which is why he took on the Tank fight. And
well, I mean, you still got to put puts you in, like, what I'm saying is that it puts you in the air in the position to now call your shot.
I agree, man. I agree with
like,
you, man.
Like, I'm not saying like fight like he don't want to challenge. You fight him, now it elevates you to fight. You undeniable. Like, you got to fight
the Devin Haney route.
Yeah,
exactly. I'll beat Kambosos and then I'll put myself.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess what I was speaking from more so is a personal thing. I don't want to see it. I wouldn't be depressed at all if Rolly never fought again.
I know. I mean, Dalton Smith, but now Dalton Smith would be ideal for real. But
yeah,
but
well, we gonna see what's gonna happen. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to see what happens. It's just a matter of making sure these guys fight notable names because, boxing fans, that's what they want to see. They fall in love with the names, the casuals. They want to see the biggest fighters. They don't care. If you don't have a name like tonight, Gary Antoine Russell, people are like, who's he fighting? Because they never heard him. But this dude had a 100% knockout percentage. People ducked him.
Yeah.
Wouldn't fight him. So I'm just saying, man, like,
boxing
fans,
casuals, know who stable he's in too. You know what stable he's with? Innoways. He's an Inouye stable. Just saying.
I told his father's from Ghana though, which is interesting.
I know it's wild. I know I heard it. I was like, it's crazy. It's like
well, they text me like, Asian dude ain't fighting right now. I'm like, daggone, you just gonna call him Asian dude?
No, but then when I heard he's from Ghana, I was like, I ain't know what to think anymore. I was like, I was all
Asian dude is nasty work though, bro.
Hey, it is nasty work, but you know what?
Nasty work.
But
you know what? They
call you the African dude. Don't do that. They doing that too.
No, we do it to every race. We do it to every race. Irish dude.
I could want me if I called him the call him the Ghana dude. The Ghana.
No, not that. It just I don't know. The problem is there's a stereotype of like Asian boxing.
They like that. They like that. Asian boxers like that. In a way, it's like that. I love it in a way.
Yeah, but it's only him for real. I mean, at this point.
No.
I love it in a way, dog.
I'm talking about mainstream. I don't know if you have.
Look, man. Look. That's the one I know that's really good.
I gotta chill out.
Yeah, you gotta chill out.
I'm just saying what you said.
I know what I said in the chat. I know what I said. You don't gotta repeat it. Why you want to repeat it? I just said Asian dude still. When you say Ghana, I was like, oh damn, I don't know how to like when they say he was Ghana, I didn't know how to react. I was like, damn, what should I call him? He's a West African Asian.
That's an interesting mix, but that's the one thing I love about like Japanese culture is just like you see Rui Hachimura and Naomi Osaka, they're mixed too, So like they're open to mixing and blending cultures versus like other parts of Asia that they don't do that. So
they're blending.
But anyway, we need to get away from this and figure out who's fighting who because there's a lot of good fights out there. It's just a matter of what. But I love the fact again that everybody seems to be open to fighting under different promotional labels right now. I mean, there are multiple free agents. You got Zuffa now, which just signed Conor Bench. Just a one-fight deal, by the way. Mm-hmm. And the money's there. The money's there. It's just a matter of now making sure, like for Lamont, as an example, he wants to fight closer to home next time. He has enough star power to do so, but is that enough for Turk to say, hey, I'm going to bring a fight to DC? I doubt it. So if I'm him, like I said to his brother and Ben Johnson, shout out to them, would you take the bag and go fight in Dalton Smith in UK? He was like, oh, why not? That's what we've been doing our whole career. We travel. So I think he would go fight Dalton Smith. That's a possibility. And if anything, for real, because people sleep on Lamont, Dalton Smith might be saying, you know what? That's a good next step for me. And to be honest with you, as much as I know you don't like Matias, and I don't know Sunday how big of a Matias fan you are because he's still considered like a knockout guy. He's still a good fight at 140, even though people may not view him as the most skilled boxer, but he's more skilled than Rolly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's a good one.
It's a possibility. And Puerto Rico is a great fight destination. Lamont has fought there before. I'm just saying it's still some good names out there for sure. And Puello, I know what Boxing Source said about Puello, who he's fighting next. That's Gary Antoine wants that fight. He wants that fight.
He need to get that fight, man. He need to get that fight. Twan need to get that fight. He need to get that blemish so he can take the nasty taste out.
I like Lamont better at 135, though, to be honest with you. I do.
Yeah, 140?
Yeah, me personally. Now, Pitbull Cruz is a good fight for him at 140 because Pitbull Cruz is on the smaller side. But
yeah, I think I do like him at 135 too. Yeah. I think I'd like him. I think he'd be all right at 140. Again, I just think that he gets in his own way. In terms sometimes in like I said earlier, if he sticks to the game plan, we saw him again in his prior fight.
You talking
like,
Antoine?
Yeah, like he looked very impressive. He was at 142, but that was at 140. That was at 140.
Yeah, that's why he has a belt.
Yeah, belt. Right? I'm tripping. Yeah. He was very impressive. He was dominated. He dominated that fight. So he can do it at 140. It's just that he has to stay consistent in terms of like. I mean, I'll be real with you. You gotta listen to his brother in the corner, bro. I'll be real with you.
Like Boxing Source point out, Hitchins getting ill or sick doesn't help his case at all. Yeah. But Hitchins, they have history. That's still maybe a fight that could happen because I feel like Hitchins' stock dropped tonight, unfortunately, because a lot of us believe that it was because of the severe weight cut that he began to get so sick at the last minute.
Oh boy was like he was scared. That's why.
So it was that. So was the weight cut.
Well, that's what the speculation, because according to our guys, Adams Boxing, shout out to them, even though they've been wrong lately. I'm trolling, but I'm joking with them. Christ, but they were saying on Twitter or X that he weighed 151. Hitchins weighed 151 as of 2 weeks ago. That means he needed to cut 11 pounds, which he did. He made weight, but then he starts to try to rehydrate and he starts to throw all the food back up. So people thinking his body just didn't respond well to the weight cut this time. And he's been looking cooked at 140 for the last several fights. So now it's like, okay, he needs to move up. Plus, nobody, come on, Sunday, including yourself. Did you want to see him fight Duarte? That's somebody Ryan Garcia already knocked out. Who wanted to see that? Like, why would you turn down a Keyshawn Davis fight for $2 million plus, from what we understand? He wanted $3 million to fight Duarte.
All right, that was it? Are you serious? That's what happened?
He said he wanted $3 million to fight Keyshawn. And they're like, dude, you ain't never even made M's before. What you worried about how many M's?
He wanted $3 million? How much did he get for this fight?
I don't know.
He wanted $3 million?
He wanted $3 million to fight Keyshawn. I think that was a duck, if you ask me. And I like Richardson. Yeah. I think he's a good fighter. He's an excellent fighter, actually. I'm just saying, you lost to Gary Antoine Russell 3 times in amateurs. Y'all both got belts at 140. It makes sense. It's just, and your stock dropped tonight. And maybe Antoine did slightly as well. Unfortunately, even though he won by a landslide decision, but people watching it like us said the fight was closer. So yeah.
I mean, he won them now, so that kind of sucks on him now.
Yeah. I just think like I think Twan is pretty much what he is like at the moment. I don't think he dropped or whatever. He ain't raise it. He's just there. Let's be real with you. He's probably the same place he was always been.
There.
He's just there. Like, I mean, real, like, because obviously a lights out performance puts him in a different level, like, right? But he's still probably the same place he was at. I don't think it's like he's in the same place. He's not in a place where he can demand anything. No, I'm being real.
No, I'm laughing at Boxing Source because I just can't get Eddie Hearn out of my head. Oh, when Hitchins left him, he's like, I lost money on this guy.
No, I think that I'm saying Twan's at a place where he doesn't hold all the cards. Doesn't really matter. Like he's got to fight. Like you said earlier, Ray, he's got to fight whoever and maybe more consistently. But he has to fight like a Dalton Smith is like a person who can probably get right now.
He's not able to Kid Austin.
Huh?
He could get
yeah, he can get somebody like that. Like, but he can probably. But if you want to unify the belts, like you want to. That's what his thing is. You get like, I mean, yeah, you can go after Dalton. You can get a Dalton Smith. You can.
Now, Mauricio Suleiman, he's glazing on Instagram, taking selfies with Gary and Gary Russell Jr. and Antoine.
Who's that?
We know it. WBC.
Oh, president. Gotcha.
I'm just saying, man, make these. They need to make these dudes unify the titles, man. Like, stop all this. Oh, they're gonna fight the #1 contender and stuff. Like, bro, he has a belt. He has a belt. They need to fight each other. Period. Like, make these unification bouts. What are we doing, bro? I just don't get it.
I mean, it's the boxing game, man. It is what it is. They got like alphabets just to have alphabets, bro. I'm sorry, man. They got the WB something.
Wow. Wow. WBA, WBC, WBO. It's annoying, man. It's so frustrating. Like I said,
well, they showed your age there, yo.
I know, yeah, that's your age. You know what I'm saying? I did. Hey, I'm old. You see, I got grades. Yeah. That's what happens.
Hitchins. But this is what we do. I mean, it is sometimes good to have these discussions and kind of discuss what would be the best fight stylistically and all? What would bring in the most money and what would draw the biggest crowds? But then after a while, it's like, okay, enough already.
Yeah, I mean that's
just fight, and then you got to wait so long. Now, boxing is a brutal sport. It's not like basketball where you can pick up and fight somebody next week. Like, all right, here I come, T.O. But at the same time, if he does agree to, let's say, fight T.O., it's not going to be till probably July, August.
Bro, it's not. Of course not.
And then the buildup doesn't start until the month before. It's just boxing is so.
But bro, you know what?
As dope as it is, it's equally as frustrating.
But you know what? The real talk about it though, really, when we were younger, it was much. It seemed like it was longer anyway. They didn't happen like Holyfield and freaking whoever. They didn't fight like every other. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, if Mike fought, it wasn't going to be like in the next 3 months. If Mike fought, you probably waited like a whole 6 months before he fought again.
We would have to look back at it. I just feel like at least they all fought each other.
They fought each other. No, they definitely fought each other.
That's the biggest thing.
No, they fought each other. I'm just saying it was like the time was like spaced out. They fought each other though. They definitely fought each other. That's a fact.
Yeah. I mean that's my thing. Well, I remember when David Tua was hot. Lennox was like, "Bring him over here. He has to have more than just a left foot and a haircut, a left hook and a haircut." And when he beat the mess out of him. I'm just saying they wanted the top. They wanted the top exactly. But still, even today, like for example, everybody's saying we've had this discussion. You hate the heavyweight division. We know this. Atama, who missed his last fight. Okay. Everybody's like, just go ahead. Usyk, smoke him. Usyk's like, I'm not fighting him. He hasn't earned the right yet.
Yeah, he's right.
But Lennox went ahead and said, "It's easy work. Let me take care of
that dude basically had money." Because dude actually had like a belt or something.
Usyk could do the same thing.
No, dude had a belt. Like Usyk had a belt.
Who, David Tua?
Yeah, he had a belt. He had a belt. I think so. I think David Tua had a belt.
You don't know for sure.
No, I remember Tua had enough fights in the game. This boy only fought like 2 fights.
Who did David Tua beat for?
Why are you Otama? Like who is Otama? Otama Tonka? Who is like what the hell are we doing here?
It's called fan favorites.
This dude is just knocking. He knock out like the dude at UBS, and everybody want to slice it. Man, what we doing here? Beat somebody with substance first. Then holler at me. Yeah, this is crazy. Because he knocked out a couple of people. Oh, he's the next Mike Tyson. Oh my God, he's the Brit Mike Tyson.
Bro, the heavyweight division, like to your point though, it's so whack that
it's horrible. It's horrible.
If let's say he knocks out Dubois or something, you probably
no, he knock out Dubois. I'll be like, I'll be like so because it sucks. Because I'll be like, it sucks. I'll be like, because the heavyweight division sucks. No one
say it wouldn't matter regardless of.
It wouldn't matter. You know why? Because look at Usyk did to who's Dubois. Look at Usyk to Dubois.
Like Fabio Worley is supposed to be fighting Dubois next time. I'm like, okay.
Really?
Look, Sunday he like the heavyweight division. He like the heavyweight division.
Sorry, dog. Hey, rank him. Hey, Sunday, you gotta put asterisks when you rank the heavyweight division, dog. You got to, dog. You gotta be like when you do like the real ones.
Well, they like when we put Zong was Zang.
Zang.
There we go. The Asian dude. The Asian dude. Got chills, bro. No. It's Inoue and everybody else.
The next rank is gonna be number 10, the Asian dude, like whatever. Like
that's messed up, bro. That's so messed up.
Oh man. When you going, Hiroka? When you gonna rank him? When you gonna rank?
Which Asian dude is that?
Hiroka, where you gonna be? No, he's a West African nation. When you gonna rank him?
Check out Fan Rankings. Hey, Sunday, you do great work for real.
You do.
Please check out Fan Rankings. It's a dope site. I'm like happy that my list is up there, but then again, it's like so bad right now. So,
hey, we're definitely gonna show some love to the lighter weight. So I'm definitely gonna invite you guys for like probably super lightweight or something, or super lightweight and lightweight probably. So
that's cool. Be
cool. It'll definitely be cool.
I'm down with that, man. I'm down with that. I'm gonna make sure I try to make this video collaborate. So I've tried to. I gave the link. But you said it doesn't work.
No, I clicked on it in there. Nothing.
Don't worry. Maybe when we're done live, we can try it again.
Yeah,
maybe I'll just resend it.
Yeah,
I think
I tell you, I love boxing, but I hate it. Like we talking about Stephen Fulton too. You know, as a possibility at 130, 135. He talking about Navarrete. That's how Tim Brady was saying Navarrete. He gonna fight him next. It's so many bad matchups. But they got the names.
He's been exposed, man. Stop rocking Tims, dog. It's over.
Those were real Tims anyway.
I know. Who cares, man? Stop rocking Tims.
I respect guys like Andre Ward though and Roy Jones. I like that show.
That show's good.
I'm interested to see what their thoughts are on this because to me it's gonna be nice and unbiased. Because when it comes to Shakur and certain guys, it's so biased. And I still like it anyway.
Yeah,
but they're not Garcia. Biased. They're not Garcia fans like Sunday, so I think they'll be interested. They're not.
No, a lot of people dislike. A lot of people. I actually like Ryan, so I like Ryan. I just know what Ryan is. Like my expectations for Ryan are what they are. You know what I'm saying? But this surprised me. So when Ryan does something like that, I'm like, oh snap. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually had Ryan beating Haney. I mean, cheat or whatever, but I had him beating Haney. But again, I'm not like the biggest Devin Haney believer. You know what I'm saying? I think Devin Haney is super skilled, but I think that he has something about him. I feel like not his father, but something about him. Like I feel like, just is missing something, just a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But you know what, folks? We appreciate y'all for pulling up. It's late. Like Ray's right. We're at 2:30 now. So yeah, we're gonna end the stream. Yeah, so y'all, thank y'all for pulling up. Boxing Source, you guys are dope. I seen some people subscribe already to the YouTube. Appreciate y'all. Y'all dope. Yeah, man. It's Sunday. Please plug your brand, plug fan rankings.
Yeah, so it's at my YouTube channel at Fan Rankings. We rank the top 10 players, fighters, regardless of the sport. Right now we're really focused on college basketball right now.
Ooh.
So it's gonna be a lot of college basketball stuff for the next 2 months or so. But I'm gonna sneak in some boxing in a little bit. So I'm gonna try to get that set up. Invite Ray and Wole for a live, and then get to the usual boxing rankings. Probably focus on super lightweight. I'm kind of feeling that right now. Okay. There's not a big fight in coming up now, so I got some time to set that up with the guys. And so just subscribe to at Fan Rankings.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're doing. And before I go, I think Ray touched on this is the only time I could talk about this real quick. And I know
go for it, bro. No, you got it.
Real quick. Zuffa boxing. I have been a UFC fan. I haven't been following it that much like the past year or so. It's been real busy doing a lot of different things, but I have been a UFC fan since I don't know, the early Rampage days and all that Silva and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? GSP and all that. I will be very, very scared a little bit. It was do for boxing. It is not, I would not, for fans, yes, probably good for us a little bit, but for fighters, I'll be very careful with Zuffa boxing. There's a reason why, they have been sued by the fighters. The fighters have been suing Dana White in the UFC, and I think they just won their settlement. It's been going on for years. I forgot how much it was, but it's in the millions, millions and millions of dollars. But I'll be very worried about Zuffa boxing. So mind you, this is the only time I can talk about this. So
go for it, bro.
I gotta let it out. Be very careful. It's better. I know the boxing's. I know the right now boxing is it's hard to get the best fighting the best and so forth. But what the saying goes is the devil you know versus going unknown. So I'd probably go with the devil I know right now, and that's the current state of boxing right now. I don't know about the whole Zuffa thing. I know Conor Ben just signed, Jai just signed. I don't know. I'd be a little worried. So you don't want to get locked in a contract for it and then you can't get out of it and whatever that it's that bad. It's real bad. But Again, it could be different. I don't know. You might have learned. I don't know. But
it's AEW, bro. Like it's gonna take a while, but people gonna get there. Bro. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. It's not Impact. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, you trash, dog. You trash.
If you like WWE for a long time, and you know it might take you a minute to warm up, but you'll get there.
Hey, y'all, make sure that we're strolling it right now. You subscribe to Fan Rankings on YouTube, on X at Fan Rankings HQ, on IG at Fan Rankings. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you pull up Facebook too, right? You got a Facebook page too.
Yeah,
right?
I got Facebook too. Yeah.
All right, Fan Rankings, the Facebook page. So anyway, man, appreciate everybody pulling up. Ray, you showed me the video with Earl Spence and Crawford together to fight. Yeah, I got PTSD. I don't want to see that crap. Anyway, you've been listening to the Urban Sports Scene for ages. A Yeti Deuces. We are out. Peace.